Yo, what up, man? What up, man? So, I want to get into something that I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out why are we doing this? You know what I'm saying? Hold on. No, that's not where I want to go. But I'm trying to figure out why are we doing this? Why it gets to a point where it's like, look, man, you can't be out here doing stupid shit and expecting different results. You know what? That's good. Let's talk about it. So yesterday was Thanksgiving. A lot of people play the role like they give a damn about the Indian plight and everything that's going on with the Indian and how we're celebrating the massacre of the Indians, and it's like, well, wait a minute, bro. That's not even what's really going on. And the honest truth, pilgrims don't have no motherfucking food. Like, they get off the boat with seawater and biscuits. So how the hell is this celebrating the slaughter? No, it's not. This is celebrating how real and gangster the Indians was, trying to make peace with some people that ain't even from this motherfucker. That's what that's about. But it made me think of something. And I'm like, you know what? I find it weird that none of these Tulsa, none of these Colfax, Rosewood, we keep naming. You know what I'm saying? Any of the places that we have. There's nobody on record for using like what you guys call hoodoo or voodoo or card tricks or any of that. So I'm just wondering, when people are making books talking about how you can how you can make a money tree or you can manifest money and all this different stuff, and I'm saying to myself, why don't we have any records of anybody who had these towns doing that? Why is root work referring back to like herbs and medicine and minerals and stuff like that? But when it comes to hoodoo and voodoo, it's a bunch of candles and seances and dancing around and a bunch of stuff that never benefits anybody. Why is that? I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure out why is that such a big thing in the black community? Like, who gave us that? That's what I'm saying. Who gave us all that spooky witch stuff? Because nobody could have been doing that in Colfax and Rosewood because they physically built. It's like they gave us a switch. Take all your craftsman skills away. Take all your unity and your power through village building skills. Take all that away, and instead give you hocus pocus. Because people are still doing it to this day. I notice people are still talking, this esoteric stuff, and it's like the black community has been using that stuff for a minute, and none of us have really went anywhere with it. I ain't seen nothing but a bunch of Benny Hinn, you know what I'm saying, Creflo Dollars, Jim Jones and shit like that. It's like, think about that. How did the hip hop community or the urban community, whatever you want to call it, how did they even allow somebody to take that name? How you gonna walk around with the name Jim Jones? That's crazy. Like, I'm just saying. People want to talk about not celebrating eating with your family. Well, wait a minute. Why are we celebrating all this fucking lighting candles and putting dollars on statues and shit like that when none of us was doing that and we built town cities and everything was fine? We were doing really good. I just want to know, the shit's interesting to me. I want to know what the fuck is that about? And why are people still falling for that? Why do we keep falling for that? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Why do we keep falling for the same shit? It's the same play. It's the same play over and over. Everybody's falling for the same spooky mystery tale, but don't see that nobody's going nowhere. But it opens your head to other things, like the whole Tupac thing. That's why motherfuckers fell for that so deep. The savior spell, like they said. But I tell people like this: just because something is in front, like y'all knocking the teaching tool of the idol. I said don't worship false idols. I didn't say don't understand the teaching premise of the idol. No. You're always supposed to get that. You're always supposed to get the point of that. You know what I'm saying? Hold on real quick. But you're always supposed to get the point of that. You're always supposed to get the point of that. You're always supposed to get the facts of the mystery. It's like, what's the point of being in a mystery forever? It's like, shit, your whole life, you guys ain't figured this shit out yet. You ain't got the allegory of the shit yet. Okay, well, it's pretty sad. Not on this page. We gonna get the shit. So what I'm saying is, it's like, how has that been working for you? How has the Torah cards been working with you versus the 50,000 patents? Excuse me. How is waiting on something to come to you opposed to comprehending the information from your brain, from what you're reading, which you can only do while you're alive? You know what I'm saying? Because once you're dead, your brain doesn't work anymore. You can't. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you gotta make this shit make sense. You know what I'm saying? It's not adding up. It's not mathematic. The math is not mathing. The math is not mathing. So what are we supposed to do? You know what I mean? People are slow. But yeah, man, the math is not mathing, yo. You know what I mean? If we separated, if we took half the time to just separate from the negative energy that people are going out for, you know what I mean? That they going out for, and having us, run around with misery in our life and whining and all this shit. If you notice, nothing gets done. But when we think clear and we look at it like, well, wait a minute. What about the accomplishments? What about the things we have done? What about the things we have done? Salute. Appreciate it. Basically, all I'm asking, I'm just talking about right now is just like, look, there's a lot of Ouija board people. There's a lot of people that go with this tarot card thing, this your zodiac sign, what house are you in, and all this different stuff, your temples, and it's, it sounds good. But the problem comes in when people aren't listening to who's talking to them. Dog, the chakra stuff, that shit, the Hindus don't even talk about that. You don't see a bunch of Hindus talking about no damn chakras no more. They too busy doing phone communication and whatever other stuff and running fucking cash checking places and liquor stores. You don't see them talking about no Hindu, those chakras. Okay, same thing with the European. When's the last time you heard the European talk about Thor and Odin, unless they were talking about some Marvel movie? Ain't nobody doing that. So what I'm saying to people is, it's like, when you get into the distinguished colored men and you look at the 50,000 patents, when you realize that the American Negro invented the roller coaster, it's like, wait a minute, what? We don't own no amusement park. Y'all acting like Disney and all these motherfuckers is doing it, but without you, they couldn't even do this. I don't be fucking with that no more. I used to when I didn't know the true Indian history. I would have been on space talking aliens and all that shit. But I have a video on here. It's called Harry Truman, the 33rd president. You gotta watch that video. All this stuff comes around when that dude's in office. The fake atom bomb, all different types of stuff, bro. We didn't see the videos. It's like, how did the car not blow up all the way? How did it appear in one picture but disappeared in the other one? It's like, wait a minute. And it was like, before the explosion happened, there's no car there. Then after it happened, the car's in the back. That doesn't make sense. But that's what I mean. That's kind of what this video is about. The ghost trails haven't got us nowhere. And what is the explanation for the alien anyway? Explaining away that melanated people built the pyramids. That was the argument. That's what they used to say. Oh, it was aliens that came through this technology that helped them build the pyramid. It's like, wait a minute. If the alien got advanced technology, why ain't they killed the human yet? They would have been done us off. You got telekinesis, massive advanced weaponry, all that. We'd have been done. Them FBI files have already admitted that most of the stuff that they're tracking is military weapons. They tracking military spaceships. I mean, not spaceships, but like aircraft. That's all it is. Keeping people on the loop. Meanwhile, they taking all the loot. But that's the argument. Cards versus, you know what I'm saying, facts. It's like, you really gonna give these people the rock everything? Once you realize the 50,000 patents, is like, you realize why they don't teach black history in school, because they can't give it to black people. That's something that's created in the 60s. That's why they only push Malcolm and Martin, and mainly just Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, stuff like that. Nah, they know the facts. The facts is, if they talk about the American Negro, it's going to be a problem. They can't talk about them black women giving them the calculations to get to the moon. They can't talk about that shit. They can't talk about the Black Five, the first basketball teams of all black players. They can't talk about that. They couldn't even let them in the league. It'd be impossible. They had to break them all up. They already know. Those 5 teams would have dominated the whole sport. Before Dr. J, before Jordan, it would have been like 100 Globetrotters. It would have been ridiculous. They couldn't allow nothing like that. So they had to integrate, just like with Jackie Robinson. Same thing with the Negro Leagues. They couldn't let them Negro teams go against it. What? We would have been the Yankees. Every one of our teams would have been the Yankees. All of us. 26 pennants, 27. It would have just tore up the game. Why don't they talk about that? You know what I'm saying? Why don't they talk about, the image converter? You know what I'm saying? The typewriter, they didn't even tell you made that. The cellular phone, they didn't even tell you made that. There's a lot of things they ain't gonna tell you that you made. And it's like, well, these are the discussions that should be, opposed to, if you pay me $50, I'll read your palm, or I'll flip this deck out. Like, that's Madam Juju. You know what I'm saying? That's card readers. That's the numbers. I had a dream of 235. It's like, that shit ain't never built no fucking city. Where are you gonna play these numbers at? What building or what corner are you gonna walk up to talk to this dude about playing these numbers? You gotta be in the city. You gotta be, okay, that's where you need to be thinking. You gotta think that way. Well, that was there before these card tricks and these victimhood emotions, and also these historic, you know what I'm saying, power trips. As far as that Jurassic 5 thing, that dude was performing on stage when Pac was like with fucking Thug Life. So it's kind of weird how people say he played 2 people at the same time, but him and Orlando Anderson look a lot alike too. So I don't know. But that goes apart with, the illusion. That is the cards. Tupac is part of the cards. Yeah, part of that stuff. Cardi B, Will Smith, all types of people. There's cloning. You know what I mean? Hollywood is known for the impersonator. You know what I mean? So people used to argue with MF Doom because he had somebody on stage that was dressed up in the mask like him, but it wasn't really him. So it's like, people got mad at that, like, you're faking performances. Yo, I agree. Excuse me. There's all different types of stuff. But in the end, what would be better? Looking at Hollywood Lost, looking like a fucking doofus, or building towns again. You know what I'm saying? Building new cars again, building, new education systems where it's like, yeah, they learn math and science, ABCs and all that, but at the same time, there's like a course on, I don't know, engine building or something. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, you just slide that in there. They got to be ready for it anyway. They're going to hit it when they get older. An idle mind is the devil's playground. So what are we going to do with the kids? We're just going to let them, you know what I'm saying, just sit around, think stupidly. Just no. It's got to be done correct. Nah. It doesn't go down like that when you shadow ban. It's like eventually, but it's whatever. It doesn't matter. Fucking yo, check it out. Look at it like this. How many hoes slid in through the conscious community? How many conscious hoes is there? How many conscious pimps is there? How many conscious child molesters is there? I mean, because that's the crazy thing. Motherfuckers try to separate the conscious community from the church, and it's like, nah, motherfuckers been doing this occult shit for years. It wasn't just the Catholic Church. Motherfuckers that had people drink Kool-Aid and die. Motherfuckers that had in San Diego, there was this one dude, I forgot what cult that was, but them motherfuckers, the New Life or whatever, them motherfuckers drank poison also or took some type of pill and went to sleep. They was like 20, 30 of them dead in the fucking room, dog. It was all in beds and shit. Shit been going down for a long time. Motherfuckers been doing that shit for a long time. Dr. York and shit. Okay, he was touching little boys and little girls. Okay, then you got Brother Polite. Okay, then you got Rashid Jamal. Okay, nigga. Pharaoh shooting at his baby mama and shit with the baby in the house. It's like cold leaders. Okay, but that's the cards. How the fuck is somebody gonna get you on some fake science unless you tripping on fake science? If you believe this hoodoo shit, ain't no fucking ghosts out there. Spirits are out there, yes, but they can't touch you like you think. No, it doesn't work like that. Half of that shit is you. Half of that shit is you. The strong wind that blew you off the cliff, half of that shit was you. Why the fuck you so close to the cliff? You dumb motherfucker. You check the weather at this bitch, nigga. You say you know everything, your card flipping, motherfucker. Why don't you know the strong breeze coming tonight? It's like, because niggas don't know shit. Motherfuckers will waste their whole fucking life savings on a palm reader that can't tell them the winning lotto numbers for nothing. It's like, bitch, why are you doing this? You can foretell something. Why the fuck don't you foretell fucking the next fucking lotto number? Like, what do you... Check this out. Why don't you foretell the next fucking kid abduction? Why can't you do that? Why don't you foretell the next fucking bank robbery or fucking innocent bystander of a gang murder? Why can't you foretell that? For some corny ass reason, you claim you're helpful, but you're not fucking helpful. This is fucking weird, dude. Just pay me to tell me about your own personal life and what you're going to do. And it's like, okay, well, why ain't you ever ran into the fucking serial killer yet? Why ain't you ever ran into the future motherfucking president yet? Why ain't you ever motherfucking reading the palm of something of importance? Why does that never happen? That never fucking happens. For some reason, it's just some local jokers. People got to think more professional. You know what I mean? And it's like, the whole Indian kick is the facts. We all know what happened. Basically, these motherfuckers took some land from some people that looked similar to some other people, and then there you go. I done been showed the pictures. I'm about to start making shirts. I'm about to have me a Gang of Life show merchandise. I'm about to have all that merch shit, but I gotta have it first. See, that's the thing. You know, I'll eventually get something made for y'all, but I'm gonna wear it first. This is what it's like. I got a gang of shit. I'm gonna have nothing but the OG original Indians on this motherfucker. Dark skin, froze, everything, multiple colors, but with the stand-up crowns. With the stand-up crowns, not that Wild Bill Circus Indian hats. Nah. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna take it back. We're gonna take it back. I'm gonna take it back. Fuck is this right? So, GMO root beer. Trying to get this motherfucker open though. All right. Yeah, you know, it's a fire day. We're gonna smoke some fire today. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna smoke some heat. You know what I'm saying? And I'm supporting my own people. This motherfucking dispensary I went to is not only black owned, but it's owned by a black woman. So it's woman owned and it's black owned. These niggas need better fucking bags, but they shit in them. I can't get this motherfucker open. Save my goddamn life. Fuck it. Figure it out. Hey. So, man. I'm telling you, the setup is to make because you can look at American Negroes and you can look at Africans and you can see the difference. If you be like, nah, it's because you've been raped, man, shut the fuck up. No, I hadn't found out. Most white and black people family is not through rape, bro. It's through consensual sex. Motherfuckers had jungle fever back in the day, bro. Like, what? That's nothing new. Didn't the white boy used to marry in tribes and shit? All right, so why is he allowed to do that here, but he wasn't allowed to do that in Africa? He just take Africa, but Africans are still in Africa to this day. He even let them over here. They get a visa card and everything. He put in the work and all that. So what am I supposed to believe? The only one getting played is me, pimp. The fucking foreigner African, he got business out here. The other foreigner migrants, they got business out here. The white dude got business out here. I'm the only motherfucker that don't have no business out here. But supposedly I came off the same fucking boat that these foreigners come through off plane now, but they get business. It's only me, pimp. It's only me that they doing wrong. They don't even put the fucking foreigner Africa in the mix as the fucking American Negro. They don't. We're 13%. Them motherfuckers can classify themselves as white. They're a foreigner, bro. They don't have to classify themselves as what we is. They don't, because they're not from here. So it's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to look at this like, nah, this is just what happened. It is what it is. Hell no. Hell no. This fucking lodge is all in the back for a reason. Now, when it comes to, all that other stuff, what the fuck is Epstein Island? What is Pinocchio talking about with Pleasure Island? What is he talking about? What's Epstein Island? It's like, what is that? Motherfuckers been throwing signs. They been shooting shots. Been telling us who the fuck they was. It's like, but people don't get it. The evil, the racism. No, bro. Bottom line is this. This is what happens when you don't take lead. When you don't take lead, just wild shit can go down. Just a bunch of ruthless and killers and crazy shit. But don't nobody really care because, you got Drake on. There's big booties out there. Motherfuckers is perved. Motherfuckers is perved in both ways. Not just, sexual, but, you got them all out there drugged up. Situations is critical, man. Situations is critical, man. You know what I'm saying? Situations is critical, man. I'm just telling you my truth. And my truth is, I feel we slipped off when we started reading cards. Wasn't nobody talking about reading no damn cards when we was building cities and towns. When it came to, all the good stuff that we invented here, I find it real, I do not believe that the Tuskegee Airmen, when they was fighting in World War II, was thinking about some fucking Africa and some fucking tour cards. I'm sorry, I just don't. I think they was thinking about stick and rudder. You know what I mean? That's what I think. I think they was doing stick and rudder. And I think they was doing stick and rudder, and they was knowing how to fly these planes and save people. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking that, they's changing lives. Saving the planet. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. But, I mean, talking about language. I know that English is a spell language. You know what I'm saying? It's not like any of these other languages are real languages, but it's like, yeah, it's a contrived language, but look what it did. You know what I'm saying? English generated one of the strongest nations to exist. I'm not talking about English, like the old English. No, we're not talking about that. And really, that's just accent. They're not speaking the original Old English neither. They're speaking the Queen's language. And then why would the Queen speak that language? Why was royalty speaking this language? Because, like I said, it was a Masonic language. It's a spell casting language. But that's what's holding capital right now on Earth. So who am I to argue with that? Like, who am I to argue with that? That ain't got nothing to do with all the shit that went down over here. See, people only talk about the drama. They're not talking about all the money, all the greatness that was created right here on the spot, on the block. Cards is for the kids. But as far as the adults, it's time to get back to the business and run this whole thing. So, y'all tell me what y'all think. Are we gonna get farther looking at some fucking cards? You know what I'm saying? And playing with fucking video games and imagining shit? Or are we going to be the inventors of the video games that have the imaginers creating on their own and then making their own part, piece to the puzzle of reality? It's like, what we going to do? You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point about slave versus master. That's what they talking about. It's like, which one are you going to be? Are you going to? Because people always think about chattel slavery, beating people. No, fool. They talking about education. What are you going to be? You're going to be the one that enslaves people, or you're going to be the one that masters people, brings out great people? All right. It's all on the thought process. And it's not working with, like I said, lighting candles and playing with cards and shit. Motherfucker, it sounds good, but no. There's no wars won with a bunch of card throws. Who you, Gambit? Who you think is X-Men? Knock it off. Like, we got to bring people together. And we got to show them that, yo, it's all about knowledge, man. It ain't about none of that bullcrap that people been doing. And shit's what I see, man. It's not all about that BS that people been doing. It's about getting the truth out there. And the truth is, people are going to stir you off. They're going to try to, like, tell you about God but not follow God. People going to tell you about spirits but not really know nothing about no spirits. People going to tell you about science and knowledge and all this greatness, but there's nothing shaking with them. There's nothing moving. They ain't got no town ideas. They're not thinking about master building. Excuse me. You just want people on a psychological trip, and it's like, bro, you get that from watching a movie. It sounds good. And then I always tell people this. In order to get to that point, you have to first have rulership, bro. You have to first have land. You have to have, shit, mowed out so, you can grow things. And you'd have to have land. You'd have to have an aqueduct system. You know what I'm saying? You'd have to have an education system. You'd have to have a military. It's like, bro, there's a lot of things that's going to come before the whole fucking, okay, the magic trick, Wizard of Oz, hoobity doobity poof. Because, see, that's where that comes from. When y'all think about magic, y'all motherfuckers thinking about poof, a mansion, poof, a car, poof, power. No. Nah. All that was there first. That's why in any fucking old fucking king movie, you always see the fucking alchemist in the top tower and shit. They keep this nigga tucked off and shit because it's like, yo, you can't lose him. Yeah, he's the magic man. But at the same time, that shit is like a class of its own, bro. It takes time. You know what I'm saying? Turn lead into gold, come up with all these calculations and shit. Like, that shit doesn't happen overnight. But what can is hand-to-hand working together, building, putting stones together, making empires. It's like that shit been going on. That shit been going on. You know what I'm saying? We looking at cranes and stuff. Y'all gotta think about it. The motherfuckers had to make the cement way back then. They had to make the bricks. They had to take the stones. It's like, bro, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work out here, Chief. And if they can do it, then we can. But we're all doing it. No, y'all don't like the system you're in. Y'all feel it could be better. Okay, well, that's where the prodigal mind is going to have to, come through. It's like, y'all got to rise up out of this stuff. You got to get out of this fucking sludge of bullcrap that they got lined up for us. And it's all right. It's all right. Trust me. It don't come overnight, but we'll get it right. We'll get it right. So what do you want? You want cards? You want facts? The facts is the cards sound good. And going on emotional trips back to Africa or Brazil or wherever the fuck you want to go. I don't give a shit. You want to go to, oh man, wait, hold on. Before I go, I sent a map, right? This is another reason that you know the world is round, but I sent a map of the North Pole. And when you look at it from an aerial view, you can see Russia, Europe, and America. It's so weird how it works. Like, it's the weirdest shit ever, dog. It's the weirdest shit ever. But all that shit is close. All that shit is close. And it's like, that's what they're saying. If any type of slavery would have took place, it would have been from up north because the waves would have been smoother because there's so much ice. But it's a trip when you look at the map from that way. When you look at the map from the top and you see the connection, it's like this. It's like that's why they call it that's where Santa Claus is coming from. That's where it's coming from. That's why he's traveling through the whole world in the night. Because if you look at the top, you can see Russia, England, and America. And it's like you can pretty much get to all of them because you can get to Canada. It's like Russia, England, Canada. It's right there. It's a trip. Like, it's a trip when you check the map out. When you check the map out, it is like, that's a checkmate to people that don't think the world is round. It's like, it has to be because you can get to all three of them just right there. Your whole Bering Strait story. I never said that people didn't come from over there. I said they're not the original people. The original ones came from the south. But hey, whatever. Remember, get your cards. Juju beats. Whatever they throw at you, I'm gonna be celebrating, getting it in, just winning another mission. But I tell you what, though, more people just keep on a spooky mission, man, more we just gonna be spooked out. That ain't nothing gonna be right. To the next one.